Okay, so we're heading to Kampot on the overnight bus, on this huge giant Ibis bus. Nina and I have a double berth, and there's singles on the other side here. So we have this space, and it's going to be definitely tight. Here's the down the aisle. So this is going to be really, really interesting. It's not uncomfortable, you know. It's just going to be kind of like sleeping on two singles or next to each other. So we'll see how this goes. Mixed reviews as far as whether people got sleep or not, but at least we get to lay down and not be in a chair. So more to follow. We'll see how it goes.
I had no idea that I booked us a double bunk thing here.
Double berth.
Yeah, I didn't really know what I was booking. I just booked 2 seats. And so we are in a double. People across from us have singles. Either way, it's going to be an interesting night's sleep because this is our space. Like, we have so much stuff. I didn't realize.
Well, this is not a we have a lot of stuff.
We have a lot of stuff.
I have one bag.
Take a look. Take a look around.
Oh yeah. This is my bag.
You have some
My
stuff
bag
in the
here.
corner.
And all this. And all this is Nina's.
But we have a toilet on board. We have a place to sleep. They provided us with pillows, blankets. It's pretty warm in here, so I don't know that I'm gonna need a blanket. But the bus is on time, which I'm really excited about because that was not our situation in Europe at all. So they're already like winning in my book.
And we have curtains that will close like here.
Yeah. So we'll have privacy, and there is Wi-Fi on board. We have some movies downloaded, so hopefully we can watch a movie that we can like fall asleep to or whatever, as this bus is taking off at 10:30 at night.
More to come?
Yeah, either we're gonna have a great night's sleep or a horrible night's sleep, and I'm not really sure which it's gonna be yet.
I'm leaning towards the latter, but we'll see.
It's actually pretty cozy. Like, there is enough room, even with all the stuff that we brought. Gets your stuff too. Even with all this stuff, like, it's actually comfortable. We have it all situated to where, yeah, to where like we're both stretched out, and Darren's 6 feet tall, so like the fact that he's able to stretch his legs out, it just kind of tells you that it looks like a tight space, but it's actually pretty cozy.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we made it through the night. We're arriving in Kampot now. How did you sleep?
I mean, all things considered, I actually wasn't bad. It was definitely a bumpy ride, but you know, it's better than sitting up in a seat all night.
I got a few hours. Of sleep. It was definitely better than a plane, but not a lot better for me. Yeah, I got some rest, but
Yeah, I did better than I thought I would.
so I guess it's a mixed bag. Maybe you'll get rest, maybe you won't. I don't know. But overall, the experience I thought was extremely positive and pleasant, and I would totally do another night bus. I would do another night bus like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love a welcome drink. It's so sweet.
Okay, so like we said, we made it to Kampot, and now we're at our accommodations. We're here very early, so it's going to be a little bit for at least an hour or so before we can check in, which is nice, even because normally check-in's quite a bit later. But you can see over to my right is we got a villa right on the river here, so the sun rises up right over the river, so we'll be looking at the sun every morning, so that'll be really pretty. Not hot. I don't think it's gonna get, you know, we're like the mid 80s, so it's really pleasant this time of year here.
Wow. This,
I don't think I bring the key.
this is the room. Oh no.
But it's open.
Oh great.
It can be accessed. I give you the key later on.
Perfect.
So your stuff is already in there.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Thank you so much. Oh, this is great. And this is our view, which I don't know that it really gets much better than that. This is on the Mekong River. We are gonna have a hammock set up over here that we can lounge in. We've got our little picnic table that we can have our meals brought to, our little Adirondack chairs. And then there is also a space to get off of the deck and go directly into the water should we wanna go for a swim or something like that. Just right down here.
On it, and then put the side pedal up. Yeah. Hold this brake and kick the engine. Yeah, kick that one a little bit. The gear is quite strong, so gently, then it will show you the smoothness. Like you just do a little bit. You try in the area first.
Good morning. This is our experience today. We've decided to rent a motorbike and take ourselves up into the mountains into Bokor National Park to get great views over Kampot and have ourselves a little adventure.
It's gonna be an adventure.
Come up here. Oh, it says waterfall, 26 kilometers. I'm assuming a lot of local people come up here. It's a Sunday, so it's the weekend, and you know, it's such a beautiful drive. I have a feeling that we're not going to be alone when we get up to the top. And we've already seen some wildlife. We saw a whole bunch of monkeys that we were kind of driving a little too fast to capture with the GoPro, but maybe on the way back down we can get them. It's really, really cute. I love how like driving through places like Cambodia that, you know, you just randomly see wildlife like monkeys everywhere. It's just the coolest thing. So of course, like one of the reasons you want to come up here to Bokor National Park is to watch, to see the beautiful views. Like normally on a clear day, you could see the town of Kampot below and see the ocean, but there's several fires burning today, which we can actually see from up here. And it's just like making this haze to where it's very, very hard to see anything down below.
Yeah, we hope it's not the trend for the start of burning season, but we'll just have to wait and see.
That's a thing. Yes, burning season is supposed to be in effect right around now. The farmers burn their land. They're not really supposed to, but they do it to burn the old stuff from last year away to help the new stuff flourish, the new growth flourish. So this is technically the burning season here in Southeast Asia. And we were warned that like it can lead to some smoky and, you know, hazy conditions and stuff like that. And that is definitely the case today.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's for sure the view. So stunning, like on a clear day. You know?
A beautiful place.
Yeah.
I'm glad we came up here.
Me too. Me too. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, now that we've had the healthiest lunch of our trip to date, kidding, we had Oreos and Pringles and Kit Kat bars. It's time to go find the waterfall, which makes me think of the song. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Gotta love some TLC. Well, we're trying to visit a waterfall. I don't think there's anything falling from the top of it. Granted, we are here during the dry season, the not monsoon season, so it's pretty dry.
I could pee over the edge. It would be
More
flow.
More impressive. Please don't.
decades. A horrifying experience. No, it's been a great time.
He's kept us alive. He kept his end of the bargain. We had a great time. And it only cost $15. Because one thing to keep in mind is that there is no entrance fee to get into Bokor National Park. And we see all kinds of wildlife. Look. Hey guys. Oh, we made a squeaky sound. So one of the things that we didn't know about Cambodia is that it's actually kind of a pretty big melting pot, especially for other cultures that are like expats from different parts of the world. So there's a lot of variety in the types of restaurants that you find here, and we're now in Kampot, and we found this Mediterranean restaurant that is owned and run by a gentleman that's from Iran originally, and we wanted something a little bit different. We've been doing a ton of like curries and stuff like that ever since we got into country, and we wanted something a little different, so we went the Mediterranean route tonight.
Yeah, and some of the other restaurants I've seen, Thai, of course, we're right close to Thailand. We've seen Korean barbecue.
We've seen British pubs.
British pubs.
We've seen a lot of like Italian restaurants, pizza and pasta and stuff like that. Mexican,
heavy French influence here, so we've seen a number of French restaurants. A real big melting pot here. It's nice to see. We have a lot of variety for sure. So our accommodations provide free of charge access to different types of watercraft, be it kayaks or paddleboards. And this particular day, we spent a couple of hours paddling up and down the river, and it was really nice. Oh, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can see the flags on the dock. We're gonna make it back, maybe. We're gonna do a bunch of little S-turns on the way there, because now we're pointing at the bank to see.
Close enough.
On our final day in Kampot, we rented a scooter from our accommodations and traveled south to the coastal town of Kemp, where we enjoyed some lunch, took some pictures with the white lady, visited a local cave, and spent a couple of hours touring the La Plantation pepper farm, and finally finishing our day with an amazing smoothie on Secret Lake. You know, it was an amazing day, and we highly recommend traveling through the countryside and seeing some of these amazing sights.
Got it. He actually told us we could try some fresh pepper. I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, wow. I'm gonna tell you what, even if we don't make it to the last destination, I am so glad I didn't miss this drink. So sadly, it's time for us to leave Kampot, and we're headed now to the capital city of Cambodia, Phnom Penh.
Just checking it out.
Favorite things about a lot of these places that we've stayed in abroad, I mean a lot of places, is the welcome drinks and the nice cool towels and sometimes some snacks. And that's what we got here. Yay. Wonderful. Pretty. Look, salted cashews.
Nice.
Welcome to our home for the next 5 days here in Phnom Penh. We're staying at the Caravan Hotel, basically here in city center, and this is our room. We're up on the 12th floor, which I love. I love being higher elevated. It's a big open space, starting with our bed. Cozy. I feel like that's going to be very cozy. It's a nice size too. We also have a television, a smart TV, which I love because we could log into our streaming stuff. And over here, we have our closet with tons of hanging storage space, a couple robes. So, you know, kind of a small sink space, but that's okay. A couple more complimentary bottles of water and some toiletries. And then we have a nice big walk-in shower with a rainwater shower head, as well as an adjustable head. There's like a little gap in the day that it's not open, so it's open from like I think 8 until 10:30, and then it closes again until 2, and it's open from 2 to 5. We wanted to do the morning, so we had to get up and get moving a little earlier than we normally do today. Really hard to find an opening. It's so busy this morning. So here's a fun fact. Buddhist day is today, so we came down to the palace and it's not open this morning. So we're just trying to figure out what it is we want to do, because it's open this afternoon from 2 to 5, but it's hotter that time of the day. You have to be more covered, so we don't really know if we want to come back out when it's hot or if we want to just like save that for tomorrow. Okay, so we've had a change of plans. Instead of doing the palace today, we're going to save that for tomorrow morning. But instead, we're going to go to one of the sadder things here in Phnom Penh, which is the school. It's now a museum. It's been made a museum, but this is where people were detained, tortured, interrogated, and, you know, ultimately spent their last days of their life during the Khmer Rouge back in the 70s.
And you remember this happened in the mid-70s, so it wasn't that long ago where the country of Cambodia lost 25% of their population during the Khmer Rouge's reign. So
yeah, over 2 million people died. All right, so we just finished our time at the prison that is now the Genocide Museum. It was absolutely worth going to. We also did the audio guides, and if you're here, highly recommend doing the audio guides. It gives great explanations as to what happened there and what you're looking at, and what each of the different things was used for. To say that I'm emotionally drained would be kind of an understatement, but I think it's absolutely worth going to see and learning about. Something that we just don't learn about as much, I think, in our part of the world. But I think it's really great that they make sure that all high school kids are taught the history to make sure that it doesn't repeat itself.
Yeah, it's a tough listen and a tough watch, because there's a lot of graphic photographs of what happened there, and to know that almost 19,000 people were, you know, executed or died there for various reasons, and really for absolutely nothing.
For nothing.
Absolutely nothing, other than them as a perceived threat.
It does take a lot out of you emotionally. It's an emotional thing that happened here. But so glad that we did it. So glad we went. Buy one, get one free on the drinks. And after an emotional day, we kind of felt like we needed one. Cheers.
Up next, authentic Cambodian food at a Indian restaurant.
They have some of the best Indian food ever in Cambodia, so I'm really excited. This place is a 5.0 on TripAdvisor, and it's got like almost 2,500 reviews. So I mean, that says a lot for a place, I think.
So we decided to walk to dinner, like I said, and we're about 6 or 7 blocks away from the Indian restaurant. Taking our chances walking down these sidewalks. It's kind of like parkour around here. Parkour! Dodging cars, scooters, humans. Yeah, this is another one of those countries where you just kind of gotta go, and they'll go around you.
Yeah. So we're having one of my favorite cuisines. Come on in. Thank you. So I found this restaurant. It's called Namaste India Restaurant here in Phnom Penh. Like I said, it's got phenomenal reviews. It's kind of like a fine dining experience, but the prices are not reflected in that. It's very, very affordable. It's very comparable to what we paid in Siem Reap. Like all the chicken curry dishes are coming in at under $7 US, which I think is really, really decent. And they have a wonderful vegetarian menu. So for those of us that are trying to stay away from animal products, this is a great choice.
Okay, so we made it into the gate of the Royal Palace this morning. It was $10 US per person, and we're going to explore the grounds and see what we can see. I know from what we've seen already, it's it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. The grounds themselves are absolutely spectacular, and it's, of course, the palace is in the very, very traditional Khmer architectural style, and it's just stunning.
So the main temple behind us, you see, is really spectacular inside. And then, like all these temples, we can't film inside, or even actually today we can't even go inside, or I don't know if they allow people to go inside, but we can't go inside.
Yeah, palaces, we've come to find along our journey, for some reason they don't want you taking photographs of the stuff inside the palace.
GoPro is so terrible at night. This is what we got to do.
You think that we're in pitch black, but I mean, it actually is decently lit over here. But this is a really cool spot. You have these like gorgeous panoramic views of the city. We can actually see our hotel over there. We could see the rooftop pool and bar area, which I think is super cool. And it's fun because like there's tons and tons of rooftop bars and pools, and I'm assuming restaurants. And Darren noticed something. They like to do these like beams of light.
Called lasers.
I'm tired today. My brain's not working quite right.
A lot of the high rises, specifically with bars on top, or the sky bars, have lasers shooting around all over the city.
Yeah.
And this bar particularly has a 360. You can walk all the way around the rooftop, and the bar and the sort of the kitchen is right in the center of the top of this building, so you can walk all the way around and get a really nice view of the entire city.
Cheers.
Cheers. morning, guys. While we were at the central market here in Phnom Penh to grab some little bits and pieces of stuff.
What kind of bits and pieces do you want?
I need some cheap flip-flops.
I might get myself a pair too because I really love my Teva flip-flops and I just don't want anything to happen to them. And like over the next couple months, we have a lot of different activities we're planning that like they could get messed up. So look for something like that and then just see what else is here because obviously this is my first time here. I have no idea what we're gonna find, but I'm open to it.
Yeah, I gotta find who sells the flops, the flippity flops. Let's just go in here and look around for a bit.
Yeah.
Literally get lost in these places.
It's got a very Grand Bazaar type vibe to it.
Very tight Grand Bazaar.
Yeah. Look at all these.
Yeah. We're gonna find the flip-flops in here in this section.
Definitely not. We'll find fish and meat.
Open air fish market. Meat hanging everywhere.
Goldilocks. Do we have the ones that's the right size? The
I think we
right
have a winner.
And
Please.
okay.
Make me a little taller, a little more debonair.
Yeah.
And there was my foot. I know. Yeah. I got a flipper. It's not my fault. I'm sweating because it is a hot box in here.
It's really hot. The sun's like right over our head. There's no fan. I keep going over to this person's shop to steal their fan.
Capturing our final supper here in Phnom Penh. So I got the stir-fried chicken and veggies with some rice, the Earl Grey tea, some water, and Nina got a specially made curry without onion and garlic, of course.
I just totally love the fact that I go to restaurants and I like ask for no onion and garlic, and most of the time they're able to accommodate me. It may take just a little bit longer to get my food. I totally don't care. As long as I'm able to eat it, not break out into a rash, like I'm happy.
Okay, so this is the closing for Phnom Penh. I think it's safe to say that we love Cambodia.
Psychotically love it. Everything about it.
Phnom Penh specifically, you know, was not what we expected. It was much better than we had anticipated, and we'd love to go back. It was great.
Yeah, I loved every second in Cambodia. I really had no expectations, but like what we experienced in the entire country just completely exceeded anything I'd ever imagined. I fell in love with the people. The food is delicious. The history is complex, but fascinating and really incredible. And there's just so many things to do. I mean, we spent almost 3 weeks here, and I feel like we could have easily spent months and still not seen and done everything. So, you know, loved it, and I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, and as always, if you would just consider subscribing. It's free. It helps us out tremendously. All your support is greatly appreciated.
And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. And like Darren said, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We could really use your support, and we can't wait to see you in our next country next week.
Yep, see you then.
Bye.